Dear students, welcome back to my channel. In this class, let us discuss one 3-mark important derivation, that is relation between EMF and terminal PD of a cell. Okay. So in the last class, we have discussed about a cell, its EMF and terminal PD and its internal resistance, isn't it? So what is the meaning of that word cell? Cell is a device which converts simply chemical energy into electrical energy, isn't it? So similarly, what is the EMF of a cell? EMF of a cell can be defined as it is the amount of work done in bringing a unit positive charge throughout the circuit once. Similarly, terminal PD means it is also the amount of work done in bringing a unit positive charge from one terminal of the cell to the other terminal of the cell. So that is through the external resistance, isn't it? So like that. Otherwise, I have given two more definitions for EMF and terminal PD. So which is the simplest definition for EMF? EMF of a cell can be defined as the potential difference between two terminals of the cell in an open circuit. Whereas terminal PD means the potential difference between two terminals of the cell in a closed circuit. Isn't it? Now, in this class, let us derive an expression which gives the relationship between EMF and the terminal potential difference or terminal PD. Okay, fine. See, I will consider one cell like this. Let small r be its internal resistance. So E is the EMF of the cell. This system is collectively called as cell, isn't it? Next, let capital R be the external resistance. I will consider one key here. Otherwise, you can also use the tap key. It is simply a plug key. Okay, fine. Now, so when the key is kept open, so if we connect a voltmeter here in parallel with this cell, then it will read its EMF. Similarly, when the key is closed, what happens? Current starts to flow through this external resistance, isn't it? And it will pass through the capital R and it will come out. Okay? Now, according to the definition of EMF, we can say E is equal to what? It is the total amount of work done in moving a charged particle throughout the circuit once, isn't it? So, for my convenience, I will take 2 points here, A and B, like that. Therefore, work done in moving is equal to work done in moving a unit positive charge from A to B through capital R plus work done in moving the unit positive charge from B to A, through this small r, okay? See, according to the definition of EMF of a cell, it is the total work done in moving a unit positive charge throughout the circuit once. It means if we start from A, then we should end at A, like that. So EMF of the cell can be defined as work done in moving that unit positive charge from A to B this capital R. Otherwise, opposite to, I mean against capital R, and from B to A against small r. Why I am using that word against means this resistance will always oppose the flow of electric charges and hence the electric current. Hence I have used the word opposite. Okay, fine. Now according to the definition of EMF, E is equal to work done in moving a unit positive charge from A to B, so through R, plus B to A through small r. Therefore that is, we can write E is equal to, so work done, W capital R I will write, and for this I will write W small r. Okay, we have this formula, electric potential is equal to work done divided by charge. Therefore work done is equal to V into Q. Here we are using unit positive charge, hence when Q is equal to plus 1 coulomb, then W will be V. This concept I am going to use here. It is simply V capital R plus V small r. Okay. So now, so that is because of this reason. Unit positive charge means plus 1 coulomb. If you put Q is equal to 1 here, then W becomes equal to V. Next, in place of V, I will write V only, VR. In place of VR, I will write V only. But in place of V small r, I will write I into small r. According to the Ohm's law, the product of current and resistance. Okay, this is E. On alteration, it gives us V is equal to E minus IR. So this is the relation between terminal potential difference and EMF of the cell. Okay? I will repeat briefly once again. See, according to the definition of EMF, what we can say, EMF means the total work done in moving a unit positive charge throughout the circuit once. Here I have considered 2 points, A and B. Throughout the circuit means starting from A, we should end at A. So therefore, according to the definition of EMF, E is equal to work done in moving the charge from A to B plus work done in moving the charge from B to A. Here the capital R will oppose, here the small r will oppose. Okay? So like that. Therefore, so in the form of equation we can write E is equal to WR plus W small r. So according to the definition of electric potential, V is equal to W divided by Q. If the charge is unit positive charge, then in place of Q we can put 1. Therefore V is equal to W. Okay, or W is equal to V. So therefore, in place of WR, simply I have wrote V. In place of W small r, VR, and hence I into R according to Ohm's law. Next, so I have transferred this E to this side and V to this side, hence it has become V is equal to E minus IR. Okay, this is the expression which gives the relationship between terminal potential difference of the cell and EMF of the cell. Actually, this is for discharging condition. Discharging condition. Okay, what happens in case of charging condition means it is simply E plus IR. Okay, for discharging V is equal to E minus IR. Right now, terminal potential difference is less than EMF of the cell, but during charging, when it becomes plus, then the terminal potential difference will be greater than the EMF of the cell. Okay, now let's move to the next expression, that is expression for current. Expression for current. Here, from this equation we can write IR is equal to, you can call this as equation number 1. Here you can use from equation number 1. So IR is equal to E minus V. Otherwise, use this equation rather than calling this as equation number 1. So let us call this as equation number 1. From expression for current, From equation 1, we can write E is equal to V plus IR. Here in place of capital V, what I can write? I into capital R. Now take the I outside, it becomes R plus R. Okay. Next, we want the expression for electric current. Hence, keep this one side and transfer the remaining to other side. Hence, it becomes I is equal to E divided by R plus R. This is the expression for electric current through the cell. Otherwise, electric current drawn from the cell whenever there is an external resistance capital R. So, this expression also they can ask in the examination. Okay. So, if they ask you the relation between EMF and terminal PD of a cell, then stop here. If they have asked you for finding the expression for current drawn from the cell, then you have to do up to here. No need to write the expression for current headline. Okay, like that. Expression for terminal PD. Expression for terminal PD when I is unknown. When we don't know the value of I, that is electric current, then what is the expression for that V means? We know that V is equal to IR, isn't it? According to the Ohm's law, it is the terminal potential difference across the two terminals of the cell, because current has drawn from it and the current has passed through that external resistance capital R. Here, so if you call this as some equation number 2, from equation 2, what you can substitute? I is equal to E divided by R plus R. Therefore, V is equal to, it becomes ER divided by R plus R. This is the expression for terminal potential. Okay, let us solve few numericals, MCQs. Okay, question number 110. What it says, the EMF of a battery is capital E in the circuit shown in figure. So its capacity has given as 15 volt. EMF is 15 volt and internal resistance 0.5 ohm. What is the current drawn from the battery? We want to find out I. Okay, the circuit is given like this. It is 2, 8, 15 volt. It is having some internal resistance 0.5 ohm it seems. Here is some 6 ohm resistor. There are 3 more resistors having capacity 7 ohm. I mean resistance, capacity means 1 ohm, 10 ohm. We want to find out the current drawn from the cell. Very simple thing. See here, what we have to do first here is 7, 1, 10. These three are in series. On solving them, what we get? 7 plus 1, 8. 8 plus 10, 18. So I will rub the remaining. Next, 18 and 6, they are in parallel. Therefore, it gives us 18 into 6 divided by 18 plus 6. That is 18 into 6 divided by 24. 6 ones are, 6 fours are, 2 twos are, 2 nines are. 9 by 2. Okay. I will rub these two and simply put 9 by 2 here. Okay. Next, 9 by 2, 2 and 8 are in series. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 plus 9 by 2. 10 plus 9 by 2. And it gives us 29 divided by 2. 29 by 2 is nothing but 14.5 ohm, isn't it? Therefore, I is given by E divided by R plus R. Next, what is the value of E? E is given as 15. Capital R just now we found 14.5. Small r just 0.5. So that is 15 by 15, which is equal to 1 ampere. Which is equal to 1 ampere. That is option A. Okay. Next, question number 118. Question number 118. In the given figure, the internal resistance of the cell is, small r is question mark, EMF is 1.5 volt, current value is given as 0.2 ohm, that is ampere, external resistance is 5 ohm. Okay, we want to find out small r. What is the formula for current? I is equal to E divided by R plus R. I is given as 0.2, E is given as 1.5, and R plus R, that is 5 plus small r. On cross multiplication, it gives us 5 plus R is equal to here. If we cancel 0.2 with 1.5, we get 7.5. Okay, so therefore I will write simply 7.5. Therefore R is equal to 7.5 minus 5, which is equal to 2.5 ohm. So that is option B. Like that only in this class, whatever I have covered the concept, based on that concept, so we have just 2 problems. Anyhow, remaining problems let's solve it in the next class. Okay, anyhow, thank you for watching.